Hello, I'm Abby Pedigo, Fire Safety Inspector for the St. Augustine Fire Department, here to remind you that October 4th through the 10th is Fire Prevention Week. And this year's theme for Fire Prevention Week is serving up fire safety in the kitchen. Now, my job as Fire Safety Inspector is to visit local businesses and look them over from top to bottom to make sure they don't have any fire hazards or ways a fire could accidentally start. I get to inspect restaurants, gift shops, movie theaters, and even schools. But there's one type of building I don't get to inspect, and that's homes, houses, where people live. That's where you come in. I want each and every one of you to inspect your homes and make sure they're safe from a potential fire. So what are some potential fire hazards that you should be looking for? Well, the leading cause of home fires and home fire injuries is cooking. That doesn't mean that your family should stop cooking, but it does mean that you should do it safely. If the grown-ups in your house are cooking, make sure they stay in the kitchen. You never want to leave food cooking on the stove that's unattended or not being watched. If grown-ups must leave the kitchen, remind them to set a timer so the food on the stove isn't forgotten about. When the stove is being used, it's also important to make sure there's nothing too close to it that could catch on fire. This includes food wrappers, dish towels, paper towels, pot holders, and cooking utensils. It's also a good idea to keep anything away from the stove that could be hurt if it got burned, such as you, your siblings, and your pets. It's best to stay at least 3 feet from the stove at all times. 3 feet is this far away. If you do have a fire in your kitchen or your home, it's important for your family to have a home escape plan. Talk about the best ways to get out of your home quickly and safely, where in your front yard you will plan to go or meet once you're all out, and the importance of not going back inside for anything until the firefighters tell you it's safe to do so. Another important piece of fire safety for you to inspect when you get home is your smoke alarms. Smoke alarms are mounted way up on the ceiling or high on the walls, and their job is to smell for smoke and to make a loud alarm sound if they smell it, like this. They do this to warn us that there could be a fire. It's important to make sure you test your smoke alarm batteries every month to make sure they're still good. Testing them also helps everyone in the house to become familiar with what the smoke alarm sounds like. So when they hear it going off, they know it's time to get out of the house because there could be a fire. That's where that home escape plan comes in again. So let's do a recap. Cooking can be very dangerous, but as long as the food being cooked is watched carefully and the area around the stove is free and clear of clutter or things that can burn, we can greatly reduce the risk of fire to our homes and injury to ourselves. If we do have a fire in our house, we want to have a home escape plan in place with our families to get out and stay out. And lastly, we want to make sure our homes are equipped with working smoke alarms. If your home doesn't have smoke alarms, remind your parents that the fire department will give them to you and install them for free because we want to make sure you're safe from fire. I'm sorry I wasn't able to visit you all in person this year, but I'm thankful that you're doing your part to make sure your houses and your families are safe from fire. If you have any questions or concerns about fire safety, or you need help making a home escape plan, you can call, email, write to me, or visit me at the St. Augustine Fire Department. Thanks, and have a fire safe day.